Alright, what's going on guys? It's Rest. In this video, I want to talk about a build that I've been running on my Warlock. Obviously with Warlocks, they really heavy focus on their abilities. Pretty much every single subclass has really good grenades. Storm grenade, with things like arc web, even things like handheld supernova's gotten a buff. If you run top tree, you can really charge your grenades up to do damage. And now even with the buff to bottom skill tree, not every single time that your burns attach to your enemy, they explode. So that means things like solar grenades now actually will basically make firefly like explosions, kind of like the melee does, which is also really good. And on top of that, they went out and also buffed Verity's Brow to make it so now the damage buff you get is 20%, so you can get up to 100% increased damage once you have 5 stacks of this, which is really good. But they did change it so your weapon that you're using has to match the elemental subclass that you're running. So if you have Dawnblade on, you have to have a solar fusion rifle to actually get a death row proc. That honestly, in my opinion, is a buff, and I'm going to talk about why, and that is due to this Traveler's Chosen right here with the catalyst specifically. Osmosis has been one of the most and perks in the entire game, but with the simple change to Verity's Brow to where it actually has to match your elemental subclass type, Osmosis now is going to allow a kinetic weapon to do that. Obviously you could have a energy primary weapon do it, but now with Osmosis you can actually have any kinetic weapon, if it has Osmosis, actually proc Verity's Brow, which is really cool. And if you're playing a build that where you're trying to spam grenades everywhere, what other gun to use than the Traveler's Chosen? Obviously, if you don't know, the Traveler's Chosen is going to give you a bunch of your ability energy back once you get kills and you have these stacks of Gathering Light. So as you see, I have 4 stacks of Gathering Light right now, and I have no element. Also, I didn't proc Death Rows right there. But if I throw my grenade, I'm going to obviously not have my grenade energy, but I now have a solar Traveler's Chosen. So now every time I get a kill with Traveler's Chosen, I'm proccing Death Rows, which is not only increasing my damage, it's giving me more grenade cooldown rate, everything like that. But now I have a bunch of Gathering Light stacks. I can consume it, throw my grenade again, and we can just keep doing this chain over and over again. If you have max discipline, as you see, your grenade just recharges super fast, and then once you get close, you can just proc that, and now you have your grenade back again, and you can literally just spam grenades all the time and not have to worry about it whatsoever. And this right here is not even super trying hard with it, and as you see, it is in crazy good. So going over the mods that I'm running for this build, I'm going to show you guys real quick, is things like firepower is going to be really good, because when you charge it light, when you throw your grenade, you get a little bit of your grenade energy back. You don't have to have a slew of these mods due to the fact with Traveler's Chosen and Verity's Brow itself. And if you have max discipline, you're going to get your grenades back insanely quick, as you saw right there. But to get charge light, I also have taken charge right here. Just picking up an orb will get you charge light. Now, since the Traveler's Chosen's masterwork, not only are you getting ability energy, it's also producing orbs. So you can get that to proc things like firepower, which is really nice. And I'm actually running some elemental well mods. I have a elemental ordnance, so when you defeat a combatant with a grenade, which would be all the time with this build, you spawn an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type, which is really nice. Then I'm actually going to take something like Font of Wisdom right here. So when I pick up an elemental well that matches my subclass type, it grants a temporary increase to super energy or intellect. And as you see, I have 60 intellect, but I have 100 recovery, 100 discipline. With Font of Wisdom, you are essentially actually buffing this up to 100 intellect once you pick a well up. So you have 100 and all 3, which is really good, because if you're running bottom skill tree Dawnblade, which is what, again, I run for this, you can run whatever subclass you want. Like I said, handle Supernova with the buff could also be really good, since to get 100% buff, you're also going to give it 100% with Verity's Brow. But if you have 100 intellect and you get your super, you can then just swap over to something like Dawn Core, since it is a helmet, really fast, and you can have an insanely good super with bottom skill tree as well, and then swap back when your super's gone really fast, and then you can go back to just having your insane grenade at clear build. Now, I am also running particle destruction, because Traveler's Chosen with the grenades are super good for at clear, but for bossing, I'm running, obviously Cartesian coordinate and thread needle. If you didn't watch my video on the Cartesian coordinate, be sure to go check that out. It's the last video I posted. But obviously with particle destruction, fusion rifles are just insanely good now. Cartesian coordinate itself can boss, but then obviously if you apply the debuff and then swap to something like thread needle, that's the way you should be going with it. But that is literally just for bossing and clearing out maybe some majors in the game. Literally everything else in the game for ad clear, Traveler's Chosen, and launching solar grenades that explode everything like Firefly is super fun. Plus you get the grenade damage bonus with Verity's Brow now. Traveler's Chosen is ridiculously strong, especially with this build. Osmosis has just made it honestly insanely good. I know full auto and stuff is really good with it. Even the magazine size increase is also super nice, but literally just being able to make your Traveler's Chosen proc things like Verity's Brow is just insanely strong. I can't even describe how strong that is. And again, like I'm saying, I am using this on the solar subclass. You can use it on whatever. Even running something like, you know, Storm Grenade with Arc Whip would be just ridiculously strong. Like, I have 3 stacks right here to have the increased damage of the grenade, and of course he would walk out of it. But yeah, like, and then I'm also coming up with the super. I have my super now. You can literally just go over here, swap, pop super, and now your super is just like 10 times better than what it normally would be. And the bottom skill tree Dawnblade super is already like insanely good, so you don't really need anything to make it better, but this makes it beyond better. And overall, this build is just super fun. I definitely would recommend trying it out if you haven't, and give Traveler Chosen a shot at least, because it is so good and it allows builds like this to exist. And yeah, you're gonna be able to spam grenades everywhere and have a blast with it. But that is going to do all for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, consider subscribing and dropping a like. It really helps me out and our community grow by getting these videos out there for everyone to see. I truly appreciate it. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.